What's up, guys? I'm John, and this is Wicked Scent Society. Today we're going to be going over Creed's Silver Mountain Water. I think that this is a beautiful fragrance. It has a wonderful smell of sharp, metallic kind of juniper. It definitely gives me the vibe that the name speaks of being Silver Mountain Water, because I get this very crisp, sharp, refreshing type of scent to it. The only issue I find with it is that it's very fleeting. And at these price points that Creed has, that can be something that, determine whether it sways you towards purchasing a bottle, whether you go and smell it in a retailer, if you get a sample online. That sticker shock can be a little jarring on this. The fragrance market as a whole is wildly, inflating due to hype, just due to sourcing of raw materials. These bottles cost a lot of money. I'll put the price up on the screen, and I'll put the notes up on the screen as well. Again, this is one that I truly love. I love the smell of it. But this only tends to last about an hour in the air on me, and then maybe at best 2 to 3 hours if I'm lucky on skin before I really can't smell anything. My skin tends to chew fragrances up like a sponge, so that doesn't help at all, but this really just gets soaked in real fast for me. On clothes, it's a little better. You can get trace hints a couple hours later, but again, it's not really anything that's going to blow your mind after 4 or 5 hours, because largely it's gone. And I've tested this in a few circumstances to see if I'm selectively asnomic to it after a while. This, I don't believe, has heavy doses of ISO-E Super or Ambroxan in it. So those can become nose-blind factors, I think, for some, with a lot of fragrances, myself included to some degree. But this one I don't think has that problem. I think this just has a longevity problem. I don't care that it really doesn't project all that much. I'm not usually trying to scream with beast mode fragrances. A lot of the times I just want to smell the fragrance on myself. I do it for me. I enjoy this hobby for me. If you get compliments on your fragrance, that kind of bolsters that value a little bit better. It says, hey, maybe my fragrance choice and that where I put my money mattered a little more. I would say, though, this is a hefty price tag for this fragrance. If you're going to buy this, you really have to love the smell and kind of deal with the fact that it is going to be fleeting. The astronauts on the space shuttle are not going to smell you. The person in the next zip code over from you, they're not going to smell this on you. So it's definitely not that, ultra projecting fragrance. It's a very close and intimate fragrance, but man, it smells hella good. It is absolutely one of my favorite fragrances. The smell is amazing. I wish it just lasted a little longer. I'm sure there are dupes that you can get that are probably in a better price point. I haven't really jumped around to try to find any dupes of this. If you know of any, throw some down in the comments just for my own eyes to see, and as well so other people, if they want to get into having this DNA, maybe they can get in at a better price point. I managed to get this bottle, 50 ml bottle, during one of Costco's palette sales where they were doing designer fragrances for $100 flat on all of the fragrances. This was one of the bottles I found. So I considered myself very lucky that I could buy in at that entry point, because these go for a lot of money online, even through discounters. So to be able to buy in at that level, at $100, I found the value to be extremely beneficial. Atomizer is really good on it. It, again, just smells fantastic. It's so good. But to wrap things up, what do I think of this as a value standpoint? I think if you were one of the lucky ones that managed to grab this at that Costco pallet sale, if your Costco allowed for, pallets of fragrances to be put out on the floor, I think $100 is a no-brainer for this. Again, it is fleeting, but I think that at that price point to get into this bottle here is phenomenal. I think if you're going to buy this at full retail price, you must either have throwaway money, or this is like your only bottle in your collection and you're cool with all of the, pros and cons of this fragrance. And I'm not judging one way or another, because again, this is a great fragrance. I don't know that I would buy this at full retail cost because of the fact that I have so many fragrances. I'm not one of these guys that has like 5,000 sitting on a shelf, but I have a handful of fragrances. I'm pretty well versed in the fragrance world at this point. This is something I consider 50 mils is good enough for me. I don't signature scent really anything. I switch my fragrances up day to day. This kind of comes out for me in the heat, springtime, or just if I want to catch a whiff of it on myself while I'm sitting on the couch at home doing work, I'll spritz some of this on, and you know, it's nice. It's just nice to catch a whiff of it, and you're just like, damn, that smells good. Again, you know, I'd like to know your thoughts. Put them down in the comment below. Do you have this fragrance? Do you see the value in this fragrance? Or are there other suggestions you can make maybe for people that want to get into this DNA? Like I said before, they just don't want to get in at this price point. Something that's maybe pretty similar. You know, I know that nothing's really one for one, and I'm not really a big fan on people throwing percentages out so much, because how do we know? We're not the ones blending these molecules together, so we don't really know the percentages. I get that people kind of throw that out there as a barometer for how close that you're gonna get, but neither here nor there. Just if you have any comments to throw down below on this bottle or any kind of duplicates, I'd be more than happy to hear about it and maybe explore those options in the future. But with that being said, thank you for watching the video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up, maybe share it, and subscribe for future videos. Thank you again. Take care.